Ok, dovrebbe andare tutto. Ah, Gesù, non ho abbassato la maledizione. Ok, penso che così sia perfetto. Penso e spero. Bene. Benvenuti all'edizione 2023 di Gamescom. Adesso switchiamo subito in modalità live perché apparentemente c'è un pre-show che non è stato annunciato. Ciao Sabo, ciao Massimo. Fatemi dare un'occhiata per capire se c'è un pre-show, se c'è
Solita
qualcosa.
routine?
Non ci penso neanche a dare visibilità all'ad di Gamescom, via. Ok, abbiamo un pre-show tra 5 minuti, quindi tra 5 minuti ragazzi passo, tra 5, tra 4, passo alla schermata di qua. Per chi se lo fosse perso, ieri sera ho fatto una live in cui vi spiego perché questa lunga assenza. Non so che rumore sia quello che si sente fuori. Spero che stasera vada tutto per il meglio. Ho un po' paura che il MacBook possa surriscaldarsi perché è già bollente, non ho davvero modo di sopraelevarlo in un modo intelligente, anzi in realtà ci posso provare utilizzando, attenzione, attenzione, per non farlo appoggiare sulla sua intera superficie, utilizzando i racconti di Lovecraft. Penso che sia il modo più intelligente per cercare di alzarlo e fargli prendere un po' di aria da sotto. Ok, allora, questa sarà una serata potenzialmente molto interessante perché questa Opening Night Live potrebbe darci delle soddisfazioni, potrebbe portare delle sorprese. Tuttavia, ho ridimensionato fortemente le mie aspettative per quanto riguarda la presenza di Hideo Kojima questa sera all'Opening Night Live perché sembra che Hideo si trovi attualmente in Serbia. Non chiedetemi come sia possibile che lo abbiamo scoperto, però sostanzialmente guardando una carta di un hamburger che ha postato, io e altre persone siamo riusciti a risalire senza troppa fatica alla località presso la quale si trova, perché quella è una catena di hamburger serba, a Belgrado per la precisione. Quindi non saprei, per quanto il tempismo sia abbastanza barbino. Beh. Ciao Nicola, vista la live indifferita, signora dei Calabroni dei cablaggi. Allora, sinceramente abbiamo pochissimo tempo per parlare della... Si dovrebbe sentire una musichetta sotto stile film porno. Sì, infatti si sente, lo vedo. La lascio che tanto tra poco switcho. Ciao Salvatore. Diciamo che le mie aspettative sono, ciao Carmelo, fortemente ridimensionate. Sono estremamente curioso più che altro per Alan Wake e non per altro. Sono molto curioso per Wukong e sono abbastanza sicuro che ci siano anche altri videogiochi interessanti. Ne sono stati annunciati diversi, molti non mi interessano neanche lontanamente. Aspettate che vi rimedio una lista attraverso X. Gamescom, eccolo qui. Basta andare sulla pagina di Keighley che ha postato praticamente l'inverosimile. Allora, Alan Wake 2, Assassin's Creed Mirage, Black Myth Wukong, Crimson Desert, Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty, Lords of the Fallen, Mortal Kombat 1, Nightingale, Sonic Superstars, Tekken 8, Zenless Zone Zero, che non so cosa sia. E più c'è questa foto, riservato, una seduta riservata, non si sa bene a chi. Vabbè, sinceramente l'unica cosa che mi aspettavo era Kojima, al netto di quello che è stato, ciao France, al netto di quello che è stato eh, provato finora, penso che Kojima non ci sia. Mi dispiace veramente un sacco, è davvero un peccato. Però non ci si può veramente fare nulla. Allora, io switcho a cattura schermo e aspettiamo che... Ok, ditemi se scatta. Ok, raga, a me sembra che sia tutto regolare. Per sicurezza ho tolto anche il wifi. Sì, Kojima sembrerebbe essere in Serbia. Ma guarda, i Souls-like sinceramente non li considero. Ho cercato di approcciare Elden Ring senza troppo successo e mi è dispiaciuto, perché comunque mi è piaciuto, ma è proprio una tipologia di giochi che non riesco a gestire. Troppo grossi, richiedono troppo impegno, è un casotto. Allora, come al solito, io vi chiedo di darmi un feedback quanto più velocemente possibile per l'audio, che adesso alzo. Ok.
Welcome to the Gamescom Opening Night Live 2023
È un problema loro,
pre-show coming to you
dell'audio.
from my couch. I brought in the cat bed back there. He's not going to show up. I'm Kyle Bossman. I'm your host for this pre-show. And I realize a confusing thing about this is that the Opening Night Live pre-show is not live.
Sì, ma Wukong a me interessa per un'altra ragione. Okay.
All right, we shot this days ago. The purpose of this pre-show is just to provide you with bonus trailers, interviews,
sostanzialmente Wukong a me interessa per quello che rappresenta, perché sono pochi i videogiochi asiatici, o meglio cinesi, che vengono annunciati in un modo ed escono in quel modo.
With a brand new trailer for Streets of Rogue 2.
Ok, sapevo che questo pre-show sarebbe stato una merda. Ci tocca sorbirci 25 minuti di sta roba. Santi Dio. Ma c'hanno problemi con l'audio, sti qua. Aspettate, voglio vedere se c'è qualcun altro che parla di... Ok, pre-record ok, è un problema loro. È un problema del pre-show. Dura 2 ore, il pre-show arriva fino alle 8 perché l'evento dovrebbe iniziare alle 8. Freya, vieni qui. Madonna, che fastidio. Quali sono invece le vostre aspettative per questa Opening Night Live? Comunque fare live dal divano, molto più comodo della sedia. Madonna, come sono stravaccato. Ciao Pierre. Salve. Comunque era meglio se ignoravamo completamente sta cosa. Madonna, che casino che ho fatto. Sponsor della serata, acqua Sant'Antonio, o Sant'Onio come piace chiamarla a me. Aspettative altissime, sì, immagino.
And you can do all of it with friends.
Ho paura del link che hai mandato nel gruppo Telegram, Albi. Sarò completamente onesto.
Streets of Rogue 2 is coming to Steam in 2024. Add the game to your wish list.
Mi aspetto uno show fatto bene come gli ultimi due.
For this next part of the pre-show, I was hoping to talk to you all about something incredibly boring. Psych. Here's some more trailers.
Take me forward, no matter the danger.
Cos'è? Trine 28. Pronti per Starfield? Sì, dai, sì. Più o meno. Ah, mi sono dimenticato di mandare il link nel gruppo Telegram della live. Mandragon. Boh. Dopo al beh mi guardo il trailer che hai mandato. Comunque è vergognoso che sia preregistrata sta roba e non abbiano fissato l'audio. Santi Dio. Mi dà un fastidio. Tutti qui come gracchia. Questo con il microfono neanche ci crede molto abbastanza. Lui è lì pagato per stare lì. Qualcosa da Crystal Dynamics, Death Stranding 2 non introvabile e Alan Wake. Alan Wake non serve che te lo aspetti perché è proprio confermato. E dovrebbe essere un gameplay con, che vede Alan come protagonista e non, come si chiama? E non Saga, la ragazza.
Let me help you, brother.
Leave now, for I still care about you.
Allora.
Cajon, brother, listen to me.
Enough.
Ok, mi metterò qui.
Now, I realize even this far into this show that you might think I'm just some guy who hijacked the broadcast, and I don't blame you. So to prove that this is all legitimate, here is the host of Gamescom Opening Night Live himself, Geoff Keighley.
Hello, Kyle.
Geoff, we're now minutes away from Opening Night Live beginning. What sort of huge announcements should we all be expecting to see?
I think you can expect to see a lot of great games on stage. This is not a show driven by huge, shocking, surprise, one more thing announcements. When you really think of the history of ONL, we've always had kind of meteor looks at games that are announced in the show, and that's sort of continuing that tradition this year. There will be a few cool announcements throughout the show, but generally we're showing like a lot of really big games because this has been an amazing year for games, and the next 2 or 3 months
sostanzialmente dice che è un evento più o meno che vuole tenersi su uno stesso livello, non con dei picchi bassi e dei picchi altissimi.
So many other big games that are coming out later this
Tanti
year.
grandi giochi con alcune annunci, però nessune gigantesche sorprese e robe del genere.
Or 3 or 4 or something like that. So yeah, I definitely would set your expectations that we are not going to shock and awe you with surprise announcements today.
When you say meteor, though, that to me implies more than just a trailer.
The good news is when you're not just announcing games, you can also showcase, gameplay. And that's the constant battle always happens where people want some CG teaser for a game coming in 5 years. But then they also want to see real gameplay and real games. And like, you're going to see 10 minutes of Modern Warfare 3 tonight. You're going to see, gameplay on a bunch of other games, like real in-game footage because these games are close to release and almost finished. So that's kind of the advantage that I think we can go a little bit deeper on some games today.
So actually, it's one of those things I miss about E3 was when they would just have like a long stage demo. Just like, here's the game, we're playing it right now.
Yes, and that's what, like those old Call of Duty demos at E3 were always great. And we, we can't do that stuff at Game Awards to do, super long gameplay demos. And here, we definitely can show some raw footage. We have lots of trailers too. But yeah, I think hopefully people will see an in-depth look at some games that they're looking forward to. 20, 30 games will all be there. It's a big show and lots of gameplay to see.
Have a great time at the big show.
Madonna, raga, mi sembra che siano passati 88
We love
minuti
having you host the pre-show,
e ne
and
sono
I'm
passati
excited to
solo
be on
3.
stage for Open Night Live in just a couple minutes.
Sì, un paio di minuti, un
moly.
cazzo.
That was a good interview. Let's all take a minute to cool off now with another brand new trailer.
Incredibile come da autodidatta arrivi a tradurre la parlantina chilometrica di genere. Sì, ho imparato anche grazie a lui. Wow, bellissimo. Ah, ma sta roba si sta spixelando proprio nel trailer, cioè non sono io. Wow. Fantastico, raga, aspettavo solo questo. Poi con l'audio che mi scorreggia in cuffia, Dio santo.
Thank you, Endzone, too.
Ribadisco
I've always said this.
ancora una volta che non è colpa mia.
Any video game
loro.
trailer with a bus in it is going to be good. You can't prove me wrong on that. And if you are just joining us, welcome.
Buffer.
to be good. You can't prove me wrong on that. And if you are just joining us, welcome.
Ma che cazzo? Raga, c'hanno problemi con lo stream, sti qua, sì, vedi?
I look like a fucking...
C'hanno problemi loro. Sì, c'hanno problemi loro con la live, raga, lo vedo qui, vedi? No, più che altro, essendo connessione nuova la mia, ho paura potessi essere io, però...
I see you're settling in to our wondrous Azoria.
Oddio.
Working the land, equipped with kindness and creativity. You found guide.
Adesso siamo di nuovo in pari.
Who knows what you'll accomplish?
Wow.
Add a drop or two of magic and set off for adventure.
Secondo me questi pre-show li fanno per farti apprezzare di più l'evento, perché ci arrivi talmente scazzato che quando poi vedi l'evento in sé dici ok dai, allora qui ci sono effettivamente dei giochi interessanti. Cioè raga, pure
I'm
sto
so
guardando.
sorry. Those two trailers kind of blurred together for me. Which was the one where you killed that guy and then stuck up your middle finger at him? It was Bulletstorm VR. Got it. Thank you. So this is my third time hosting the Gamescom opening night live pre-show. And already we've developed a couple of traditions. One, general awkwardness. And then two, the top 10 reasons to look forward to Gamescom opening night live 2023. Number 10, there's just something nice about seeing a futuristic, shiny, reflective black stage with absolutely no streaks on it. Number 9, Assassin's Creed Mirage. Number 8, the big games you already know will be good. And then the number 7 reason to look forward to Gamescom opening night live is the weird games you never heard of before. I like those weird trailers. Those to me tend to be slightly more interesting than the sure things. Number 6, Sonic news. Geoff Keighley is showing up to Gamescom opening night live with Sonic news.
Forse con l'altro titolo che hanno
News about
presentato.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Non ricordo quando
And
di
let me tell
preciso,
you,
forse
there's
la
no
Summer
way
Game
it's
Fest
bad.
francese.
Whatever it is, it's not going to be bad news. This would probably be number
Quello
1
che
for
sembrava
me,
un
but I'm
misto
trying to be
tra
objective with this list. Number
un gioco di
5, the
Ueda
raw
e God
thrill
of
of a
War, mi
developer
pare.
saying we can't wait to share more. Number 4, Alan Wake 2. This game's coming out in October and they haven't shown too much yet. I expect they're going to show something kind of big tonight. Number 3 reason to look forward to Gamescom opening night live 2023. It's free. Number 2, Tekken 8 and Mortal Kombat 1. Officially speaking, I cannot rank one of those games higher than the other one. So if I have to put them in the same box, that's a powerful box. And the number 1 reason to look forward to Gamescom opening night live 2023 is that hands down this is going to be the best Tuesday night of the summer. And please don't be like, nah, not true. I went surfing on a Tuesday. We don't care. We're talking about all of us combined.
Ciao Greg, ciao
Collectively, this
Eugen.
will
Non vi siete
obviously
persi
be the best
niente.
Tuesday
Anzi,
night
sono
of the
contento
summer.
che siete arrivati ora perché vi
Because
siete
they
persi
know how
sta
to party
cosa.
on a Tuesday in Cologne. Trust
Comunque
me.
siete arrivati 10 minuti in
And do you know
ritardo
what else
rispetto a
sounds like
quando è
a party?
iniziata.
The 7th Guest VR. So let's watch a trailer for that.
Old man Stauf built a house.
Cioè, tra l'altro c'hanno problemi con la live, è semi-crashata una volta e aveva l'audio che scorreggiava, adesso salta e basta. Ho verificato che non è colpa mia perché in chat li hanno massacrati.
And what about the rumors?
Eleanor, they're just that. They're rumors.
Stauf has spent his fortune wisely. Never mind the smell.
Bit dreary in here, don't you think? Burden. Maybe you've seen me on Broadway.
Regrettably
Che
not.
animazioni.
I'm bored. I'm going to the
Penso che abbiano utilizzato la tecnologia per registrare facce proprio degli attori e inserirle lì in maniera tridimensionale.
one of us is going to win
Non
that
ricordo
prize.
dove altro ci fu sta cosa.
I say, every man for himself.
Mi ricorda tipo L.A. Noire.
Nothing but queens.
Apparently, there's more to this than I thought.
No one came out that night. Not one was ever seen. But Old Man Stauff is waiting there. Crazy, sick, and mean.
Bello, questo simpatica come cosa.
So one of my responsibilities as a pre-show host is to pop up in between scary games. If you have two scary games back to back, there's a big chance the audience could become unnerved and uncomfortable. So I'm here now to give you a chance to catch your breath, provide a nice comforting voice with a nice comforting face. And now you are appropriately comforted. Next, a scary game.
Porte Solis. Ma è Lillo questo qui. Sono Lillo. Alla fine poi sono sempre le stesse cose. Post trauma. Primavera 2024.
My favorite part of that whole thing is when he's in that dank bathroom and he shines his light into one of those toilet stalls. And like the girl from The Ring is standing there and the guy doesn't move a muscle. He just straight up does not react. That's like my ideal video game hero. What a guy. Anyway, as you could probably tell, I'm not
Sto qua è
German.
bruciato, vado.
So our producers thought it would be a good idea for me to educate myself properly on some Gamescom culture from an actual expert. From IGN Germany, here is Anne Wernicke.
Thanks for having me.
Anne, I'm so glad you're here. I have so many questions for you. What is the best way for people all around the world to keep up with what's happening with O&L and Gamescom?
There's an official
penso
Gamescom
sia
live
forse un
stream,
signor editor,
and,
non ho ben
it
capito,
programs
di
in
IGN
English and
Germania.
German. It's done by IGN, so that's the way to not miss out on the stuff that's happening. If you're in Cologne though and
Sì,
can attend
pensavo che ce
Gamescom,
l'avessi con me
you
con
just
dietro lo
go
svelto per
on
il piatto da
Saturday and
dire
Sunday
che
to
cazzo ci
Gamescom
fate?
Festival. There's stages
Sì,
there
comunque,
with musicians playing. There's
sta
food
praticamente
trucks.
facendo la mia
There's
stessa
like
live,
human social
però io
games
sono qui,
where you
c'ho
have to be like in
1500
a soccer
iscritti.
table thing. It's fun stuff. You should try it out. It's completely for free. So
Hold on, what is it? What is a human social game?
you know soccer
La tua
table?
inquadratura è
You play
We're
minima.
talking about
soccer tables,
foosball.
right?
Sì,
Foosball.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
call
yeah,
it
yeah.
foosball. Yeah.
But in this case, you get stuffed into it. So you
Sai che
are
mi è
like
venuto in
one
mente
of
che potevo cambiare
the
completamente
soccer
setup e
people in
mettermi
that
di qua.
table. You can't move. You just stand there, go left and right, and
No,
play
ormai non
soccer
lo
like that.
faccio.
What does
Ciao
Gamescom
Fede,
mean
chi
to
è
you
questo nerd? È
personally?
Andrea.
So 13 years ago, I
È
actually
Keighley
started my
che
career in the industry
ha fatto
at
carriera.
Gamescom as a trainee. I just got thrown in, and I was overwhelmed by everything, you know. And to this day,
Lo scheletro.
it's just
Ciao Davide,
awesome to be
buonasera.
reminded of that, to go there and
Lo
see all
scheletro
these
sul...
people,
Oddio, sì è
and
vero,
I
sembra
can
che glielo sta
still talk to the
montando.
devs I admire there. So to me, it's kind of a happy place.
I have one last important question for you.
Sure.
How do you say world premiere in German?
It's actually Weltpremiere.
Weltpremiere.
Pretty similar,
Yeah,
right?
I think I could do that.
Yeah, do it.
Weltpremiere.
Yeah, man, that's good. Congrats.
And thank you so
Da
much for
Polonia
helping
ha
me out
tremato,
today.
raga.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, Kyle.
Have fun at Gamescom.
Thank you.
All right, cool. Now I too am an expert. Please enjoy eine Weltpremiere.
I do not recognize these markings.
Wow. È surreale, questo è... Preleva una palla. Gioco su... No, comunque veramente, a me quel tipo là sembrava proprio Lillo di Greg.
This is no temple of Sigma.
Comunque dai, per essere nel 2009 tutto quello che abbiamo visto finora è tecnologicamente molto avanzato. Cazzo quanto è originale sta cosa, non vedevo l'ora. Ma sai che per ora, a parte le cazzate, è una delle cose meno brutte che ho visto finora. Perlomeno c'è sta canzone super gasata sotto. Guarda lì. Which Cruel Boys, madonna, sembra il nome di un gruppo di trapper napoletani che fanno drill. No Davido, ancora è pre-show questo qui. Lo show vero e proprio inizia alle 8. E spero che non abbiano problemi con lo streaming come li hanno avuti con il pre-show. Minchia, 17 novembre, vedrai che dovranno rinviare un sacco di giochi per far uscire questo. Ah, merda, qua mi fa male un gol. Sembra Guns of the Patriots in prima persona con gameplay fatto da me. Sì, per adesso non è proprio entusiasmante quello che viene mostrato.
Who are better prepared to manage these latest threats to our global societies. No fear, no retreat.
Recon arrow out.
Using smoke screen. Powering up. Let's do this.
Oh, che transizione! Secondo te Keanu Reeves è veramente nel trending 2? Secondo me è possibile, però non lo possiamo evincere da quella foto là, perché Kojima ha postato 14.000 attori. Delta Force, io ricordo che giocavo a Delta Force su PC quando ero veramente piccolo.
Welcome back to the Gamescom Opening Night Live 2023 pre-show, where the minutes are just flying by. ONL is about to begin with Alan Wake 2, Tekken 8, Sonic news, and things I was not permitted to talk about in the pre-show. So, this bad boy, this is about to wrap up. I have one last trailer for you. Here is Homeworld 3.
Homeworld 3. Potrei andare a prendere il Voltaren, raga, per darmi. Ho mal di collo. Ora ci penso.
Today, the galaxy is burning.
Fleet-wide comms open. Attention all personnel. You've each just
Perché l'ha fatto
received
con
the
Norman
mission
Reedus, dicono che la tratta è una serie TV. Sì, è Ride with Norman Reedus. Quanto parleranno di Alan Wake 2 salirà sul palco anche Sam Lake. Può darsi. Può darsi.
Discover the source of the anomaly and the
Sì, secondo me
hyperspace
sì.
attacks and stop it once and for all. I know we were expecting a simple shakedown cruise.
Proximity alert, control enemy strike craft.
Many of you are feeling overwhelmed,
We've got incoming.
doubting yourselves.
L'audio va bene, raga, cioè è abbastanza forte, quello che sentite sotto rispetto alla mia
We
voce.
will succeed. Whatever it takes to complete the mission.
Enemy strike craft coming in fast.
Spero che ci sia un nuovo Tomb Raider, che dicono che prima o poi lo annunciano.
My name is Imogen
Non ho
Sajet.
seguito assolutamente nulla
I must be more than a scientist.
di coso,
I
di
am
Tomb
Fleet
Raider, quindi sinceramente non saprei proprio dirti. Tecnootto dicono dovrebbero dare la data di uscita.
And that is it. That's all I have for you here in the pre-show, which of
Sì, ha
course means that
perfettamente senso.
Gamescom Opening Night Live is now mere seconds away from starting. Thank you so much for hanging out with me here on my
Vediamo un po'
incredibly
come
cozy
siamo
couch.
messi.
Enjoy the show.
Ciao Alessa. Olè, parte la Gamescom ufficiale.
Please welcome your host, the creator of the Game Awards, Geoff Keighley.
Prego. Ciao. Com'è bello, che cosa c'hai ai piedi stasera? Hi guys, welcome to
Germany,
the
and hello everyone
Gamescom,
watching
to the
live
opening night
around the
of,
world.
thank
I am
you.
Geoff Keighley, and welcome to the world's biggest in-person video game event, Gamescom 2023.
Regali
Now,
via
this
radio.
right here is kind of like the opening ceremonies for Gamescom. It's a preview of this year's most anticipated games. We call it Opening Night Live. And over the next 2 hours, you'll get exclusive new looks at titles like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3,
Call of Duty.
Alan Wake 2, Assassin's Creed Mirage, and Mortal Kombat 1. But first, we're going to kick things off with the first new franchise in more than 2 decades from a legendary game studio. And to help us step into the vast world of Starfield, please join me in welcoming the composer of
aprono
the
con
game,
Starfield.
Inan Zur, for a very special performance. Maestro.
Il composer. Sembra Omar Galan. A me ste cazzate fanno troppo ridere. Mortal Kombat non era molto necessario, visto che il marketing se ne era facendo parecchio. Vabbè. Settimana prossima quelli che hanno preso la Deluxe, vero? Il 1° settembre. Ma che bomba più grossa, secondo me c'hanno altro. E non sono neanche sicuro che facciano vedere un trailer, ok? Penso sia soltanto la suite. Era arrivato ad Howard che dice: sono 20 anni che ho a mente queste note e ora finalmente abbiamo fatto la canzone. L'audio va bene? Live action. Alzo appena l'audio. ci stanno spingendo su sto gioco. Peccato che abbiano problemi con l'audio, sti stronzi. Mamma mia che trailer. Porca troia che hype che mi è salito. Brividi. 6 settembre l'early access il primo. Tanta roba. Veramente tanta roba.
Starfield is ever so close. And Inan, thank you so much for that spectacular performance. Really appreciate you coming all the way for this. It's true, in just over a week, fans will start to play Starfield in early access on Xbox and PC. Well, I've been lucky enough to start playing it. Don't be jealous. I'm not allowed to say anything about it. Yes, exactly. Okay. All right. Well, guys. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. Really disappointed.
Di nuovo.
They're disappointed. That's just so disappointing. This is such a special night for so many developers. It's really disappointing to see someone act that way. But we're going to move right on with the show. We've got a lot of great games to show you. Really, it's just so sad to me to see something like that happen. Tonight we're here to celebrate games and this community and how much they mean to us. So without further ado, I want to move right on with the show because we've got a lot to show you. And the good news, Gamescom, is we have someone very special here who can be here to talk about Starfield. Please join me in welcoming to Opening Night Live in Gamescom for the first time ever, one of our industry's greatest creators, the director and executive producer of Bethesda Game Studios. That's right, Todd Howard, everybody.
Che bell'uomo. Minchia, guardalo lì.
Todd, thank you so much for coming all this way to Gamescom. We have a lot to talk about with Starfield, but first of all, is this true? This is your first ever time at Gamescom?
This is my first Gamescom, and you were right. You said how great the crowd is here, and it really... And just all the fans that come here for this the biggest convention in gaming to celebrate games. And I figured, you know, it is our first new franchise in over 25 years, so if I was going to come, you know, it's for Starfield.
Well, we all welcome you to Gamescom in Germany, and we're all very excited to step into this new world, Starfield, and the next week, early access. Set up for people, why did you want to make this game, Starfield? Why did you want to create a new world?
You know, I think like a lot of gamers out there, we have dreamt of a game where we look to the skies and we can blast off into space and explore. We love to make games where we can explore these worlds. We've done like with the Elder Scrolls and the Fallout series, but we wanted to do something brand new where you could explore with complete freedom in the galaxy. It's a game we've always wanted to play that we think a lot of people wanted to play as well. It's kind of that dream game.
Yeah, I wish I could talk about it, but it's quite an experience, and I know everyone here is very excited to jump in soon. You did bring some stuff to Gamescom to show to fans. I know there's a theater. Tell us, I know you've been, you know, sharing a little bit about the game, but I know there's a lot you want people to discover when they play it. What did you bring here to Gamescom?
Yeah, it's really cool. We've built a 300-person seat theater where we're actually showing the beginning of the game. And you start out as a miner and you touch this artifact that affects you in some way, where you see a bit into space-time. And then you get to create your own character. Our games are about creating and being whoever you want, and then you're off on adventure.
Yes, let's talk a little bit about this adventure. I know, you know, people have been wondering kind of what the main quest line is going to be after you create your character, which is something that I know. I saw even someone on the internet this week created you, I think. Did you see that? Someone tweeted out a picture. They had somehow figured out.
I see a lot of things on the internet. I don't know. I'm not sure that's real.
Well, the thing is, I think you could literally create, you know, whoever you want and then enroll yourself into this adventure. And tell us about sort of how the adventure starts.
Prima o poi sai che leggerà
Well, you jump off. You're joining Constellation, which are the last kind of group of space explorers like NASA meets Indiana Jones searching for these artifacts. But the story goes a lot of places. The game has a lot of surprises that we haven't talked about. I don't want to spoil them here, but really happy with how the story turned out and where it goes.
Aggregherà questa fazione chiamata Constellation, e da lì
you and your
partiranno
team have
tutti i
done
vari
so much
abbonamenti
for this
del gioco.
industry, and the fact that you guys have worked through COVID building this and coming on the other end, we're so excited for everyone to get a chance to play it. So thank you for all you've done for our industry, Todd. Everyone, Todd Howard.
Thank you. Can't wait for you to play the game.
Contento comunque
Thanks so
che non
much,
abbiamo
Todd. Really
portato
appreciate
altro
it.
gameplay o roba lunghissima da far vedere, perché sarebbe stata una rottura di
All
coglioni.
right, well,
abbiamo già visto
tonight
tanto.
is largely focused on announced games, but we do have a few surprises along the way. And next, it's time for the global reveal of the third installment in a franchise that is very familiar to Gamescom fans. Here we go.
Che è Little Nightmares. No. Boh. Allora c'è il citato, ho detto Nightmares 3. È Toy Story quello sfondo là. Ah, Roberto sarà contentissimo. Interessante.
That's right, Little Nightmares 3. And joining me now are Corley and Lucas from Bandai Namco to tell us
2024.
more. Lucas, thank you so much. It's great to have you back here at Gamescom to announce another Little Nightmares.
Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, it's really great to be back. We're very excited to announce Little Nightmares 3 tonight. The franchise has a long history with the show. I mean, that's where we announced the first two games. So for us, it was definitely the best place, best show to reveal Little Nightmares 3 to the world.
Well, we appreciate you bringing us
Per
this
adesso,
news.
dai.
It looks incredible.
Due annunci
Corley, I see
interessanti.
we saw two characters in that
annunci.
reveal trailer. Can you tell us a bit more about them?
Yeah, sure. Hi, Jeff. Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be here to present you Little Nightmares 3.
Corley Faniello.
So yeah, as you have seen, we have two characters, but now you have two players as well. So you will be able to play both in single player or online co-op if you want, and face your childhood fears with a friend.
Single player
Now,
o co-op
I saw a
online?
lot of cool
Ma c'è
new
anche la
places in
co-op
the trailer.
locale,
Can you tell us a
spero?
bit about sort of the setting for these two characters?
Yeah, so our two new characters are Low and Alone. They are trapped in a place that we call the Spiral. It's a
Lone and
cluster
Alone
of
si
disturbing
chiamano
places,
i
and they will have to work
protagonisti.
together,
Fico.
survive in a world full of dangerous threats and full of delusions. And they will also have to find a way out of the nowhere. So yeah, I can't wait to have you
Devono
put your
cercare
hands
di
on the game
scappare
in
da sta
2024.
sorta di dimensione
Excellent. We don't have to wait too long.
Nowhere, quindi
2024.
da nessuna parte.
Lucas, I know that's not all because you're kind of expanding the Little Nightmares world with something more. Tell us a
Spero
bit
che
about
ci
that
sia
tonight.
Fabio.
Yes,
che
we have
l'altra
one more
volta aveva
surprise.
visto
So in
gente
addition
nella
to
folla.
revealing Little Nightmares 3, I'm very excited to announce our first podcast series. It is called The Sounds of Nightmares, and it's an original story. It's composed of 6 episodes, and we are releasing the
podcast.
first 2 episodes tonight. So you can go on our website, thesoundsofnightmares.com, to check it out, and we hope that our fans are going to enjoy it.
Awesome. All right. Well, we're very excited to learn more.
The
Thank
Sound
you,
of
Lucas and
Nightmares.
Corley.
Thank you, Jeff.
Little Nightmares 3.
Dai, non male.
Next, it is rare when a new studio reveals footage that takes over the internet. That happened back in 2020 with the reveal of Black Myth Wukong from Game Science in China.
Sì, ma si
Based on the
stanno
classic
bruciando tutti i
16th
titoli
century
buoni.
Chinese novel Journey to the West, here is a brand new look at the gameplay of this incredible action RPG.
Comunque che siano arrivati sul palco dell'Opening Night Live, regà, è un salto importantissimo per i tizi di Game Science.
后道出一念慈悲。
Uggio la sera questo qua.
自古如今修仙泪。
Che cazzo fa a cantare se non ha la testa, però? Due ore dura lo show.
且慢走，且慢走，再走怕你眼我他娘的，老子先尝两口。
Faccio che direzione artistica però. Sono curioso di vedere poi i video quando verranno resi disponibili in qualità Freya in qualità un po' più alta per determinare se ci sia stato o meno un calo in termini di qualità e fedeltà grafica rispetto alle prime demo mostrate. Era stato uno spettacolo però. Sfruttate il palco per dare una data di uscita, cazzo. Alzerei leggermente la tua voce poco poco e anzi abbasso appena questa perché io il microfono ce l'ho a pallissimo. Che cazzo? Oh man. Bruttissimo. Fico. È il cugino di Nemesis. Scappa, scappa, c'è Nemesis. Ok, abbiamo un piccolo stacchetto con dei giochi più o meno ininfluenti. Infatti altri due non lo sapevo. È stata la mia stessa reazione. E che cazzo, un'altra volta. Guarda, sono sicuro al 100% che sono cazzi loro che va giù la live così. Un pre-show 2 o 3 volte si è bloccato e si sono beccati una shitstorm paurosa. Non vedevo l'ora. World premiere.
What a great surprise. Age of Empires 4 Anniversary Edition, an award-winning game on PC, is now available on Xbox consoles today. That's right. All right, next up, we have something extremely special for you. We have one of the most iconic filmmakers of all time in the house. The director behind the legendary films such as 300, Man of Steel, and Army of the Dead. He's come all the way to Gamescom to talk about his new film, Rebel Moon, which is on Netflix December 22nd. Gamescom, please give a warm welcome to the one and only Zack Snyder.
Ma perché c'è Zack Snyder alla Opening Night Live con un film? Cioè, nel senso...
Too much. Oh, yeah. Zach, I know you had to come a bit of a ways to get here to Germany. Thanks for coming to Gamescom.
Thanks for having me out, Jeff, and thanks, Gamescom. How you guys doing? This is awesome. Wow, what a great crowd. It's insane.
Now, great to have you here. I know you've been a gamer for your whole life.
Yeah, I've been a gamer, and I love the idea of coming to Gamescom. Was like, that blew my mind, and so we were like, yeah, let's go check them out. And I thought I'd come over here, and this would be a great opportunity to talk about my new project, Rebel Moon. Maybe show you guys something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe the world premiere of the trailer, which is coming up in just a second.
Yeah, just moments away.
Okay, well, let's kind of roll it back, though, because I want to talk about this IP, Rebel Moon, and it's really a whole universe that you've created, and we're going to get into that in a minute. But what was the original inspiration for creating this new world?
I was always a fan of, team-building movies, Dirty Dozen, Magnificent Seven, and also I was a huge fan of this adult illustrated fantasy magazine called Heavy Metal, and everything in there just blew my mind. And I really loved how intense it was and how crazy it was and the worlds that it introduced me to. And so I thought, this is a chance. And my awesome partners at Netflix were like, go do it. And so I got a chance to make this movie.
And you've got quite the cast. I know Anthony Hopkins.
Hopkins plays this robot, amazing robot. And it's an insane ensemble. And of course, Sofia Boutella is really the heart of the movie. And you'll see her just kicking ass through the entire film, so it's fun.
And what I love about, you'll see it in just seconds, awesome. But there's even more than just the films, and part of the reason we wanted to have you here at Gamescom is I know you're kind of expanding on the films with a whole universe of things that are going to be, narratively linked to what you're doing with the movies. Tell us a bit about what's in store.
Yeah, we're also super excited to reveal that we're making a video game for Rebel Moon, and the game we're developing with Super Evil Megacorp, and it'll expand the Rebel Moon universe. It takes place
stanno sviluppando
right
un
after the
videogioco
events
di Rebel
of
Moon
the two movies.
Ambientato
And it really
dopo I due
is
film.
I've been talking with those guys
Sviluppato da
and really
Super Evil
interacting with them.
Megacorp, che non so
The
chi
ideas they
cazzo
have
siano.
and the way the game's going to expand the universe is just unbelievable, and I'm super excited about it. You'll be able to pick your rebel and then go on missions, and it's one and two players in a co-op, and it's crazy. But we're just starting to talk about a bunch of other crazy ideas inside the game, so it's really fun, and that's coming. So keep your eye out for more.
Però è un qualcosa di puramente concettuale per quello che ha detto finora.
But let's roll it back to the movie, because we are going to get a first look now at this incredible film, part 1 and part 2, right?
Yep. So this little trailer we put together, a little tease of the universe. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I can't wait for you to check it out right now.
Let's check it out. The world premiere of the trailer for Rebel Moon. Zack Snyder, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Passato il trailer che sono curioso di vedere, devo andare a cercare il film. Non avevo idea che fosse già...
Do you know the story of the Princess Issa? In myth, she was called the Redeemer. It was said this child would stop the madness of war. That she was to usher in a new age of peace and compassion. I was given memories of a world I will never see. Loyalty to a king I cannot serve. And love for a child I could not save.
What do you think they want?
Everything.
I found her. A scar giver.
I am a child of war. I was taught that love is weakness.
Sembra strano.
There is a difference between justice and revenge.
There is a price to pay for your defiance.
Sono i nazisti, la magia, i vichinghi.
One moment. I do love this part.
Hold on.
I don't want no
trouble.
We're not here to bring any.
Are you ready? You and I pose no fear. Let's show them that we're not afraid. Let's show them we're more than the shackles that bind us.
Sembra un migliore Star Wars di tutta la trilogia nuova.
But a myth is indestructible.
The time has come for all that you love. Protect each other and show them no mercy.
Who among you is willing to die for what you believe?
È talmente variegata sta roba che sembrava materiale di 18 film diversi. Porca troia. Oh, io sinceramente sono contento. Fatemi un secondo che cerco il fan.
That looks insane. I cannot wait to play that game. All right, well, now we're going to move on to something that is very long awaited because sometimes good things do come to those who wait. It's been a number of years since we last heard an update on Crimson Desert, the new open world action adventure from Pearl Abyss in South Korea. Well, that changes tonight because the team has prepared a very special gameplay update trailer to share with the world first here at Gamescom. Enjoy.
Questo era quello col gameplay che secondo me era una scammata. Quello super perfetto. interessante, più che altro si possono fare un sacco di robe e mi sembra che il gameplay sia anche bello. Oh! Gatti. Porca troia. Poi ha derapato col cavallo. Questa è Zelda. Sembrano le isole quelle in cielo di Tears of the Kingdom. La roba lì. Comunque sembra una fricata pazzesca. Porca troia. Oh, mamma mia.
Hey, what's up, Gamescom? It's Ice-T. I hooked up with my favorite game in the world, Payday, and I have my own special heist mission in Payday 3. And you know,
cioè non hanno dato il tempo di aspettarsela, una cosa del
genere. It launches September 21st. Here's a world premiere first look.
Okay, so here's the deal. The components are kept in high security cooling containers somewhere in the storage yard. The clock starts ticking as soon as the components are out in the open. So you need to haul ass to get them to the transport. Take too long, and they'll start to degrade and lose value. Now, do what you need to do to get ready.
Fresh,
I'll see you on the other side.
Yo, Ice-T here. My favorite game, Payday. I have a mission on there. You're gonna steal the booty of all the team. Allora, a me Payday non piace granché. Quindi quello che sto vedendo adesso non mi dice niente, sembra... Cioè, letteralmente questa è una mappa di Battlefield 2042, sarà. Ma è Crimson Desert quello là, non è Black Desert. O mi sbaglio io. Black Desert non c'è già. Oh, che cazzo?
كم مضى منذ رحيلك عن بغداد؟
أعوام لا أذكر مقدارها. كنت أعرف دائما أنني سأعود يوما ما.
لقد عاد للتو من قبل. كنا في المتجر ولذا
قضيت الكثير من طفولتي في هذه الشوارع. طالما كنت أستمتع بهذا المكان. كنا نتسلل إلى بيت الحكمة في صغرنا أنا وصديقتي نهال.
Quando vedo queste cose mi sale la nostalgia dei vecchissimi Assassin's Creed. Non mi viene voglia di comprare questo.
صارت كريهة الآن. قلبي يتألم لما
Cioè
حدث له.
letteralmente, raga, sembra proprio la stessa formula di quello vecchio e sembra una scusa, come dire, facciamo il remake del primo senza fare il remake del primo.
وها أنا ذا مستتر يتهيأ لإعادة النور إلى أحلك أركان المدينة.
المدينة.
إني أبعد نسلي عن الأبرياء وليس عن تنظيم القدماء. لننهي هذا الأمر.
Boh, vi dirò. Per niente impressionato.
There you have it, Assassin's Creed Mirage, which marks a return to the Middle East for the series, offering an immersive and authentic experience featuring full Arabic voice acting, as you saw in that trailer. You can be transported to 9th century Baghdad when the game
Però bella
launches
sta
on
cosa qui, c'è
October
tutto il
5th.
doppiaggio
Big
interamente
month
in
in
arabo.
October for game releases. Now I would like to introduce you to our co-host tonight for ONL. Please welcome Jasmine. Hello, Jasmine.
Thank you, Jeff. Thanks for having me. And hello, everyone. I'm so excited to be with
Benvenuta,
all the
Jasmine.
fans here at Gamescom this year.
New.
And I have the honor to be your guide for tonight for all those
Posso
great
dire una
things
cosa che avrebbe
happening
detto Roberto?
right here at Gamescom.
Nuda.
And
Sicuro che Roberto l'avrebbe detto. E siccome non c'è, lo dico io per
And
lui.
if you can't join us in Cologne this year, don't worry, you never have to miss any of the events this week. Just go to Gamescom now to discover what the world's gaming industry has in store for you. And if you're ready to vote for your favorite games, then visit now.gamescom.global and cast your vote for this year's Gamescom Awards. The awards will be celebrated this Friday at 3 p.m. If you want to join the
Libero
adventure
in
and
punto.
win pretty cool
3
prizes
p.m.
in this year's Gamescom Epics,
Libero di pomeriggio.
then go to the Epic section of Gamescom now to play the text adventure of the show. You can also enjoy all-day coverage and tune in to Gamescom Studios broadcast by IGN on Twitch or YouTube. Just join the conversation by using the hashtag Gamescom 2023 online. Plus,
Madonna.
there will be more announcements from the largest
mi immagino
indie area
tu e
in the
lei in una
world
stanza
in
e tu
the
che fai sì,
Gamescom
però
Awesome Indie Studios
sei troppo
show.
dorato.
Tomorrow at 8
Te la
p.m.
respingi, capito?
And later this week, tune in to the Gamescom Studios broadcast and check out the Gamescom Cosplay Awards live from Cologne, Germany
tutti
on
questi
Sunday
premi
at
comunque
3
in occasione
p.m.
della
I highly
Gamescom.
recommended this section. So check out Gamescom now for all those fantastic features. Thank you so much, and back to you, Jeff.
Co-host, ha
Thank you,
detto tre
Jasmine.
parole. Chi è arrivato? Chi c'è?
Well, now I'm joined by the one and only Harada-san, the creator of Tekken, and Michael, the producer of Tekken. You guys have come all this way from Japan to deliver something special to Gamescom.
Yeah.
What do we got, Harada?
そうですね、普段最近はずっとバトルシステムの話ばっかりしてるので、今日は皆さんのために、全く新しいモードの情報を持ってきました。
So up until now, we've been mostly showing off the battle mechanics and new gameplay, but today we have an all-new mode to show you today.
はい、ですね、鉄拳はもちろん今回も、
No,
三島
considera
サ
che
ー
io
ガを
ad
描い
agosto
た、
faccio
鉄拳の
comunque
キャラク
6 e
ターの
mezza
壮大
5
な
tutti
ス
i
トーリー
giorni
モードは
senza
あ
giorno
るんですけど
libero.
も、
E a Ferragosto ho
そ
fatto
れ以
6 e
外にです
mezza
ね、
21.
もう特に欧米では、失われてしまったアーケード体験の、ストーリーが体験できる、プレイヤー中心のですね、ストーリーモードっていうのを、最新の AI ラーニングシステムを使って、すごい臨場感のある、ベテランからニューカマーまで楽しめるような、そういう新しいモードをちょっと今日はお見せしたいなと思います。
Of course, Tekken 8 will have the story mode covering the Mishima storyline and the arc that the players expect up until now. But this brand new mode is kind of the story that focuses on you as a player. And it covers the arcade scene, which is a classical atmosphere that people our generation actually got to experience firsthand, but maybe some of the newer gamers out there haven't. So this will cover that. As you progress through that storyline, you'll experience some all-new gameplay that actually has some AI kind of infused learning aspects to it. And it's really exciting, and we hope that you'll enjoy it.
All right,
Che
well,
ha una
let's take a
sorta di
look at the
tecnologia
brand new
AI
trailer
che impara
for
in base alle
Tekken
mosse
8.
che fa.
Thanks,
Che
guys.
cazzo fa? Ad agosto ho 3 settimane di ferie, il restante lavoro non può essere inferiore a lui. fantastico Tekken.
Going somewhere?
Yes! 戦闘を開始する
決めたから英語つけたらcomo son?
失敗バジゲッソ
Es hora de entrar.
Osserva!
Odročcie!
Heihachi Mishima is dead. أريد معرفة الحقيقة. Let's go.
Per adesso anche nella cura del montaggio eccetera mi sembra che Mortal Kombat sia su tutto un altro livello. Come mi fanno incazzare le non transizioni. Wow. Pazzurdo, senza dire.
俺は全てを手に入れる
Eat this! What's done is done.
귀찮아 Forgive me.
¡Bajaste la guardia!
Get ready for the next battle.
...26 gennaio 2024.
There you have it, Tekken 8 coming in January 2024. All right, I'm now joined by Shelby Carlton and Dave Swenson from Sledgehammer because on November 10th, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 arrives, and today you guys will be the first audience in the world to see some raw, real gameplay from the campaign. Dave, Shelby, welcome to Gamescom. What can you tell us about Modern Warfare 3, Dave?
Well, first of all, Jeff, it is awesome to be here. Modern Warfare 3 this year is the complete package. We're shipping 16 multiplayer maps, all from the original Modern Warfare 2. These maps have been modernized with new gameplay and features. We also have open world zombies. This is our largest zombies.
Open world.
This is our largest zombies offering ever, and for the first time, it's set in the Modern Warfare universe. And of course, this year we are bringing a huge innovation to the Call of Duty campaign.
Yes, let's talk a bit about the campaign, Shelby. Makarov, I know, is going to factor into this. See him over there. Tell us a bit about what is the storyline? What can we expect from the campaign?
Yeah, so for the first time for Call of Duty this year, we're doing a direct sequel. You know, Modern Warfare 2, they asked a lot of interesting questions in their story, and Sledgehammer Games is so excited to work with Infinity Ward on the campaign to answer some of those questions and to bring you Modern Warfare 3. And one of those answers, he's standing right behind you. Yeah. He is Makarov. He is our infamous antagonist. He is cold, he is calculated, and he is trying to bring the world to the brink of war, but not if Task Force 141 has anything to say about it. So we are just so excited to get this campaign into the players' hands.
All right, well, we are going to see a playthrough of a campaign level, but first, Dave, I want to talk about something new you're doing, open combat missions. What are those?
So Call of Duty is known for epic cinematic stories, as Shelby talked about. And this year in Modern Warfare 3, we're introducing a new innovation to the Call of Duty campaign that's going to allow players to interact with that story like never before. We call them open combat missions. Open combat missions are player-directed. They allow the audience to play the game the way they want to play it. So if you're like me and you like stealth, you can go in quiet, you can equip suppressed weapons, complete all the objectives without the enemies ever knowing you were there. But if you want to go in loud, you can strap on armor plates, you can go and hit the enemy head on, and open combat missions will support it. You can leverage vehicles, you can leverage tacticals, lethals, you can even use your favorite kill streaks in campaign. Now, open combat missions are really important to our campaign story, and they're going to work seamlessly with those epic cinematic missions that Call of Duty fans know and love. And tonight, we want to show you an exclusive first look at one of these epic cinematic missions.
Okay, set it up first, Shelby. What are we going to see? This is the start of the game almost, right?
Yeah, so this is a sneak peek of the very first level of Modern Warfare 3. This is called Operation 627.
All right, check it out. Here you go. Call of Duty at Gamescom first. Thanks, guys.
Come appena detto Keighley. Probabilmente. Oh Dio. Questo cos'è? Un omaggio a Metal Gear. Freya.
Alpha team clear. Heading to surface.
Ha sbroccato il cane.
All teams, eyes on target. Phase 1 complete. Charlie copies. We're set. Roger that. Moving to phase 2. Patrol boat 2 o'clock. Get under. Stay tight. Roger, no movement.
Ok, siamo qui.
Hooks up.
Good hook. Let's get up top.
Molto Tenet. Dove cazzerai di dire la traction figure? Nello studio. Questo è il setup provvisorio, sono nel salone. Poi avrò uno studio con la scrivania e la roba esposta dietro. Nel giro di un tot vedo di sistemarmi. La prima cosa prendo la scrivania, poi utilizzerò i Kallax, come dicevo ieri sera, della vecchia saletta della casa precedente come spazio espositivo.
DC clear. 3-1, kill the lead. Alpha to Bravo 1, marking with IR, confirm visuals. Visuals, Bravo inbound.
Pensavo si schiantasse che...
All teams, Bravo's on deck, pushing up. Alpha to Charlie, you set? Affirmative. All teams green to go in phase 2. Check. Roger. Moving interior.
Descending stairwell, south side.
Nods off. Be advised, they got a bird up.
Movement in the courtyard. Looks like a prisoner
La
transfer.
pioggia in realtà secondo me è fatta bene, devi considerare che il video è compresso. Guarda lì, la resa della pioggia è bellissima.
Copy. Bravo set. Charlie, good to go. Roger. Fire in the hole. Stand by.
3, 2, 1. Execute.
Porca troia.
They're taking the bait.
Light them up.
Ma sinceramente no Massimo, non ho capito. Ho sentito GTA 6, GTA 6. Almeno la mia testa ha sentito quello, poi... È vero, Greg. Vero.
Hatchway. On me. Move. Pop the hatch.
Let's go. Stay close.
Mi piacevano tantissimo che quelle dei Battlefield.
Bravo. Alpha's in the tunnels.
Che secondo me hanno iniziato a perdere con Battlefield 1, andando a frammentare tutto.
Stand by.
All teams, let's roll front down. Bravo, pull the plug.
Roger. Blackout in 3, 2, 1. Execute. All teams, Bravo's got the keys. Alpha, you have one mic before the lights are back online. Copy, Bravo. Kick off the riot. Roger. Opening blocks 1 through 4.
Ma sai Davide, non è che a me dicano qualcosa, però sono comunque dei videogiochi estremamente dinamici. E COD è letteralmente l'FPS per eccellenza. La campagna è veramente bella.
Alpha 1 to Bravo
nella
1.
maggior parte
Open
dei
55
casi.
C. Check.
Ricordo che era molto bello il camminare buono. Siamo praticamente a metà evento ragazzi e per ora per me è una hit. Lo so, COD è... Cioè la campagna di COD alla fin fine è un accessorio, un gran bell'accessorio, però COD nasce per essere multiplayer.
Alpha moving on sub-level.
Sì.
Let's get our guy.
Sì.
Ready, breach? Breacher up.
Novembre. Non male. Davvero non male.
You can stay tuned for more Modern Warfare 3 details and gameplay when Call of Duty Next, the premier showcase event for Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer, Call of Duty Mobile, and Warzone takes place. We're announcing it tonight on October 5th, and jump in for yourself when the multiplayer beta kicks off on October 6th. We have so much more to share with you, but first, here's an update on Nightingale, the new shared world survival crafting game from Inflection. After a few years of waiting, it's finally time to find out the early access release date for Steam and Epic Store.
Sì, era Codman.
The Feywilds await, and so too Nightingale. Awaken your first portal and tread on towards that which is boundless, beyond the measurable.
Bella l'acqua, oh! Oh!
Sequestered, struck by woe and lacking supplies, the question becomes...
Madonna, era belle solo le ombre.
Wilt thou be a survivor?
Disappointment. Praticamente è un programma di D-Max dove ti costruisci la casa e la difendi dai predatori.
Regardless of which portal variety you favor, realm cards will be necessary.
Madonna, la Mary Poppins. Sembra comunque interessante per non essere propriamente un genere. Ma quello è gigante.
Can fly. Let my words steer your steps.
The astral realm is Lilith's home. One way back is to restore the forbidden primal. She will utilize the power of the four primals and attempt to cast open the gates once more.
You can tell primal beasts were weapons created by astrals. Their powers are capable of untold destruction.
Allora io do un'occhiata a
Is that what you call primeval gods?
Ex Twitter.
I sense something, but I can't put a finger on what.
That doesn't look right from up here. Oh no!
Feels like overkill for a glorified treasure.
Dei titoli di cui si sono vantati mancano.
Primeval God, I beg
Cyberpunk,
your forgiveness.
Mortal Kombat e Sonic.
But fate set in motion can't be stopped. Deliver us from grief and sacrifice. Fulfill my salvation.
We've been through a lot together. Visited new islands, met new people. But you've always been there to protect me. I just wanted to say thank you.
Hey everyone at Gamescom, Gina Torres here. I play General Kirkin in Immortals of Avium. She is Jack's mentor, she is tough, and she is conflicted about how to win this ever war. But that's all I can say. Let's take a look at the game. It's out today.
Questa non c'aveva minimamente voglia.
Jack. We're out of time.
Trying to be the best, but you can't come close to the power in my fists.
Everyone that can fight already is. And we're still losing.
I'm an all-time great. I'ma rise up to reclaim my own name. I'm an all-time great. Living legacy, everything self-made. The last immortal.
Cosa quello di Darkseid? Justice League.
Stitch him up.
Ok, l'attacco in carica.
We've been very excited to hear more about ZZZ, the next game from the Hoyoverse, in the Hoyoverse. Can you tell us a little about what you brought to Gamescom for this ARPG?
非常荣幸今天来到 Gamescom 这个舞台，并且给大家带来了我们的作品《绝区零》，是一款都市幻想类的 ARPG。
C'ho anche fame, cazzo.
I'm incredibly honored to be here tonight, and I've brought one of our newest products with me today, which is Zenless Zone Zero, an urban fantasy APRG.
距离上次我们给大家分享动态已经有1年的时间了，我也知道大家非常着急，想知道我们新的一些研发进展如何，所以这次我们想借助这个舞台给大家分享一下我们新的研发中的内容。
So I know it's been a while since we've given you an update on what we've been working on, and that's why I'm particularly happy to be here today to give you an update on the progress that we've made with this game.
Ok, sono qui per
接下来的
aggiornarci
P 会有我们
sullo
新制
stato
作
dei
的战斗
lavori
机制
essenzialmente.
和我们新的都市交互系统，
Comunque non è da pigliare un
希
pezzo
望大家
di
喜
dove.
欢。
So we've brought a trailer with us, and it shows you some of the urban environment that we've been working on, and also some of the dynamics
Che
of
fanno
the game.
cagare sullo stesso
I hope you like it.
A me questo
Excellent.
sembra
Thank you very much.
leggermente
Here you go.
meglio.
Brand new trailer for Zenless
Ok,
Zone
c'è il
Zero
trailer
at
di
Gamescom.
Zenless Zone Zero, sono gasatissimo, vado a prendermi da mangiare. Merda, sapevo che mi sarei scordato qualcosa. Cosa fai? Cana ha trovato la L'unica cosa che è la canzone. Per adesso sono curioso. No, ho già cenato, ho cenato alle 5:30. Sta torta non so neanche che cosa c'ha dentro.
This past April, Honkai Star Rail made its global debut, and the game has captivated players with its interstellar grand journey. And today we're excited to share a special look at its beloved characters and provide an update on its PlayStation 5 release.
The Luofu's reconstruction efforts are ready for inspection, General Fu Xuan.
Gesù!
Thanks to the Skyfaring Commission, Starscape Haven is back to full capacity. Allowing Jimmy Wayne to serve as a military instructor was a wise decision. The troops' morale is sky high.
Sì.
And the Realm Keeping Commission has completed repairs
L'ho messa come portafortuna. Raga, sta torta è allucinante. Molto meglio dell'evento.
What manner of evil transported us here? Great work, General! General 1, Demon 0. Please. Plan B.
Raga, ho fame, che cazzo. Perché una delle ultime live che ho fatto con Roby abbiamo mangiato i tordelli. Me lo ricordo ancora.
like I'll have to help Jinyu and get these slackers in order.
You have nowhere to run.
Non vedevo l'ora io di vedere questo gioco, quindi meno male che l'hanno fatto vedere.
We got still more Hoyoverse for you. Genshin Impact is nearing its 3-year anniversary, and the game just released its 5th nation, Fontaine. Here's a look at the nation surrounded by water, plus the announcement of a brand new concert series coming, hopefully, to a city near you.
È proprio una caratteristica della lingua giapponese, sembra che stiano godendo sempre. Adesso posso dormire felice. Non ti sei perso un cazzo, Francesco.
This is no time for distractions. Seriously, you have a great magician standing right here.
Dorme e poi fa sonambulismo. Comunque bravo che mi hai difeso per mangiare. Come ogni gioco giapponese che si rispetta, tutte hanno le tette che ballano. Stefana avete.
This October, Lords of the Fallen releases an RPG adventure where he plays a Dark Crusader who can access a parallel dimension, the Umbral. Here is a first look at the brand new story trailer for Lords of the Fallen.
Story trailer di Lords of the Fallen. Questo secondo me è bello.
For you have been deceived. They brand me evil, a tyrant, and yet I offer you something they will not.
Guarda Davide, mentirei se ti dicessi che cos'è. È una torta, è frolla, quello che mi sembra tipo mascarpone, cacao, gocce di cioccolato e una crema forse al cioccolato bianco. Buonissimo. Poi ce n'è un altro cioccolato che mangerò domani. Bravo, lo prendo per mollarlo come ho fatto con Elden Ring.
Now you will know darkness, brother.
No, gliel'hanno data al lavoro ad Elisa che lavora in un ristorante. Avevano questa torta qui, l'hanno smezzata tra tutti. Lei non può mangiarla, quindi.
You look into the shadows. Might be the shadows look back.
Dopo. Che peccato mortale che hai fatto con Elden Ring. Dobbiamo venire io e Alberto ad aiutarti. La mia intera vita è un peccato. Un giorno pagherò per i miei errori. Sì, è lavoro, Stasera è di turno. Cioè, tutte le sere è di turno in realtà. Maledetto Sonic del cazzo! Dicevo che la mia intera vita è un peccato e un domani pagherò per quello che ho fatto. Tu lasciami stare, non c'è torta
Looks
per te, hai
amazing.
capito
October
Merdina?
is going to
Hai
be
capito?
a
Hai
very
capito?
busy month for new releases. And yes, there will be full 4-player co-op gameplay in
Ciao
Sonic
Bruno. No,
Superstars. But that
vai
is
via.
not all the Sonic news we have for you tonight at Opening Night Live, because we also have a special update for you on Sonic Frontiers.
Ok, cinematico. Possiamo anche non guardarlo. No, Crimson Desert l'hanno fatto vedere. Bellissimo. Veramente bello.
Hello again. It's so amazing being here at Gamescom with all the game devs, publishers, and of course, the fans.
Difesa, ha detto, i federali.
Gamescom is the world's largest video game event. Just check out this footage from last year. There are so many opportunities to celebrate games and connect with your fellow friends. And earlier, I mentioned the Gamescom cosplay area, where you can see amazing game-inspired costume, just like this.
Indietro, non lo puoi
Now
mangiare
I'm
il dolce.
here with Mochi Dragon, Rainbow Raven, Zaza,
Zaza è mio zio, quello che
Zafira.
si addormenta.
Mochi Dragon, can you tell me how you choose a character to cosplay?
For me, there are three things required in order to decide on a cosplay. The first thing is, do I like the game or the media where it's coming from? The second one is, do I enjoy the character design? And the third one is, does it have a little challenge in the cosplay making progress? Like sewing a corset like my princess has here, or imitating bone structure with foam.
And what makes cosplay at Gamescom unique for you?
For me, it's definitely being able to play all of
Riporto il
these
frigo in
awesome
dolce.
games in cosplay at the booths of the developers, as well as talking to the producers of the indie games, like having first-hand conversations, and of course the cosplay village.
Thank you so much for sharing your costumes with us, and I wish you a great and wonderful Gamescom. Thank you. Applause.
Hey. Stai cercando di mandarti quello che potrebbe essere capito.
Before I go, I would like to tell you about the Gamescom event arena. Friday through Sunday, there will be live shows from this stage right here in this hall. Check out creators, gaming events, and esports competitions live from Cologne or tune in online.
È proprio
Join
il
and
topo.
follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok,
Please follow us
Twitter,
on
Twitch,
Facebook,
and
Twitter.
be sure
Non si chiama
to
Twitter,
use the
è sbagliato.
Gamescom #2023. Thank you so much.
L'ha chiamato Twitter.
And back
Ma
to
non si
you.
chiama più Twitter.
Thank you, Jasmine. It's great to have you here. All right now we've got a first look at the first Descendant, a next-generation action looter shooter from Nexon. The crossplay open beta is going to be held September 19th to 25th.
We must follow the will of the ancestors.
31 gradi e 7 in
Accept your
casa.
calling, Descendant.
The Descendants are risking their lives for us.
Tienila in piedi tu, Sabo.
Rise, my warriors! Give your lives for Clip-Off!
Hai visto come cercano di acchiappare consensi? Ora cerco subito la collector di questo gioco.
Countless descendants have shed blood to protect the sanctity of this great place.
Con il culo di quella, cioè per l'armatura e tutto, sapete cosa mi ha ricordato? Vanquish. Cioè per la tuta bianca così.
And you
Che bellissimo gioco
are the
Vanquish.
only chance we have.
Fantastico. Acchiappare col senso. Sì, beh, non c'entra niente fino a un certo punto. Tutti vogliamo la nuova IP di Naughty Dog. Mi accontenterei di vedere Factions, però. Vi dirò, non è neanche male sta roba, Un looter shooter. Un looter shooter, come direbbero all'inglese proprio.
There's a grave walker.
Sembra veramente figa sta roba qui, Vogliamo The Last of Us parte 3. Volete troppo, ragazzi. Calmatevi tutti. The First Descendant. Bello. Bella sta roba, come mi è piaciuta.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh!
Hi. How's Surface World?
Good. Everything's fine.
Great.
Questo mi sembra l'avessimo visto
Tired, but
alla
good
Summer
way.
Game Fest.
Busy. Unitrench is still Unitrench.
I'm worried about you. I heard there was a storm coming.
I told you, I still need time.
Time to what, Stan? Because as far as I can see, you're just treading water.
We're upping the extraction rate. Maximum output.
I don't expect you to understand.
You're not the only one who's suffering. I need you with me here, now.
I will be. I promise.
Under the Waves.
You're right there. On the verge of something special.
Trailerino del Game Pass, giusto per Giuseppe era quello di Don.
Into great unknowns.
Simulatore di implosione di sottomarini. Insanely accurate.
Joining me now, Troy Baker, Roger Clark, Julia Brown, the stars of Fort Solace, which is out today on PlayStation and PC. Guys, welcome to Gamescom. This is so fun. Tell us a bit about this project. What can you tell us?
Oh my God, look at these people. You guys are insane. Yeah!
Dai, c'è Troy Baker, vi prego.
We've been able to talk about this game for a while. I think the thing that I'm most excited about is for people to explore these
Deve
characters.
suonare la BB Steam alla fine di questa cosa.
At the core of this experience is unraveling the mystery of Fort Solace.
Cioè, alla fine della
You're going to do that by
Death Stranding
discovering these characters and learning about their stories. And that's, as actors, that's something that we just want to throw ourselves into.
And this is a game, I know Roger made, it's an independent game made by a pretty small team, right?
10 people, 2 years, 0 delays.
10 persone in 2 anni, 0 rinvii.
The world, Fort Solace today. It was a real joy to work on, and it's a joy to see what indie studios are capable of in this day and age. It's a real thrill.
And an amazing cast for an independent game. Juliet, this is, we know you from a lot of great, film, television work. This game thing, how did you get involved in this project?
Yeah, it's my first ever video game project, so I'm so excited. Thank you. And to get to work beside 2 of the best in the game world nonetheless. So I just
and me.
Watch these guys and learn.
And you guys did full on, performance capture. We see a little tease of your character there, Julia. What can you tell us about kind of what we're going to see in this launch trailer? Because it's an amazing narrative experience, right? This sort of, an independent game, but done on a big production value.
Yeah, let's go, Roger.
You know, one of the best things about working with Troy, I remember coming in from lunch and we were doing the mocap, and I walked into the foyer and there I see Troy's butthole. I mean, the hole is butt made.
Okay, when I say we threw ourselves into this, we literally did. And there's a hole in the wall that was made by my butt.
Yes.
Which he signed.
And Julia, I know it's a little mysterious what your role is in this game, right? But we have to play to find out.
So I play Jessica Appleton, who's an engineer working on Fort Solis alongside Jack Leary. And they're going to have a night that they will never forget.
Ooh, okay.
It's a thrilling ride.
Well, let's get a little tease of this. As I said, it's out today. Here is the launch trailer for Fort Solis. Thanks so much, guys.
Our pleasure.
Cheers.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Jack Leary, senior engineer en route to Fort Solis.
Questo mi sembra che duri 4-5 ore.
Suspected power failure or wait further information.
Baker, sì, è Joe ed...
Is there no sign of security?
No, sono concentrato a guardare qui, aspetta. È Joe di The Last of Us, X di Death Stranding, il celebrastico mostro di The Medium, Ocelot in Phantom Pain.
What the hell is going on, Jackie? You need to leave and let Central handle it.
Cerebrato. Dipende tutto dal dalla bellezza dell'avventura per me. Cioè se sono 4 o 5 ore bellissime, 50 euro li vale. Poi mi sa che viene 40.
All right, next it's time for the announcement about a new game from Focus Entertainment and Saber, the continuation of the ultimate off-road experience.
Behind all great discoveries lies a journey.
No, penso sia mezzo survival.
One of anticipation and adaptation.
Ma per ora mi sono piaciuti tanti giochi di quelli che sono stati mostrati.
Of struggle.
Memorabili pochissimi. Sto aspettando Alan Wake, ma sono le 9:20. Ho il sospetto che possa essere in chiusura.
Each step matters.
Comunque se
For every obstacle, there's a solution.
non hanno una sorpresona in chiusura, un pochino ci rimarrei male. Che non deve per forza essere Death Stranding.
For every task, a tool.
No, Spider-Man è
For
assolutamente.
every destination.
Stavano nel simbolo simile a quello di Guerriglia, mi fanno prendere il colpo. È vero però. Manca ancora Mortal Kombat. Sì. Mancherebbero Mortal Kombat e Alan Wake. Una volta tolti quei due.
All right, our next stop, the Crew Motorfest, a vibrant open world, welcomes you to the ultimate festival for car lovers, Motorfest. Here is the brand new trailer.
Porca troia. Posso dire che i racing game mi hanno rotto il cazzo, perché fatti fuori Gran Turismo e Forza, cioè sono sempre le stesse robe. Need for Speed, no. Sembra il remake strano di Underground 2. Penso anch'io, anche perché parlano proprio di un gameplay con Alan come protagonista, quindi sarebbe veramente una figata chiudere l'evento con quello. O lo fanno vedere adesso, proprio adesso, e hanno qualcosa di molto più importante di Alan Wake con cui chiudere, oppure boring. No. No.
The Crew Motorfest comes out September 14th, and the brand new Lamborghini Revuelto is on the cover and playable. And we have a special O&L announcement for everyone watching between September 14th and 17th. A free trial will be available of the game, offering 5 hours of gameplay on all platforms for the Crew Motorfest.
Bello.
All right, moving on with CD Projekt Red gearing up for the
Cazzo,
release
anche
of the
Cyberpunk
spy
manca.
thriller expansion to Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty on September 26. The studio is ready to share a new look at the wide range of overhauled mechanics coming to the game, and as you're about to see, a lot has changed. Let's check this out.
Ok, è un extended look alle nuove meccaniche che sono state inserite. Oh, cazzo.
Let's go.
V, my favorite merc. Welcome to Dogtown. There's a job. Coordinates provided. You know what to do.
Get your ammo, assault rifles, tactical gear.
And thinking of buying some iron.
The logical choice.
Damn.
Io devo ancora giocarmi il gioco base.
Home stretch.
Se non penso abbia più il coraggio di varcare quel palco. Boh.
Not a bad idea. Okay, I'm ready. Get this show on the road.
Questo gioco secondo me sarà quello che sarebbe dovuto essere Cyberpunk al lancio.
Job done.
Premium work, V. I'm closing the gig and sending you a little bonus. Something that will spirit you home safely. Someone dispatched a hunter.
Sarà pieno di bug anche questo? Dovremmo aspettare 2 anni per giocarlo in maniera decente? Secondo me no, però... Ah, combattimenti sui veicoli.
Got a netrunner cinch here! Need backup right now!
All nearby units. We got a situation in Watson. Roger, dispatch. We're on our way.
Sì, sì, è un'espansione questa qua.
Fuck's sake.
Your actions are illegal.
Let me put it this way. No gun, no fun. Max tech. Time to tilt out.
Moltissimo spazio.
Bravo, V. I only hope this won't mark the end of our collaboration. You will hear from me soon. This I guarantee you.
Cazzo, ma sono super esposto. Perché questa cosa?
It's so close, and here to talk a little more about what we've just seen is Yulia Primok, gameplay designer from CD Projekt Red. Yulia, welcome to Gamescom.
Hey, I'm excited to be here today.
Well, we're excited to get in depth about what we just saw because there are a lot of upgrades coming. We just saw a lot of upgrades and changes that are coming to Phantom Liberty. Where do we even start?
So basically, we've prepared a major overhaul of the gameplay experience. So for example, with our absolutely redesigned perks system, we prepared many cool playstyles and many cool abilities to try out. For example, deflecting bullets with your katana, or just grabbing your enemy and throwing that enemy around. And on top of that all, we also prepared a new relic tree that will allow for to empower your cyberware even further.
Wow. It seems like players, can even further customize their playstyle to suit their taste. We also saw in that video a lot about vehicles and how vehicular combat is even being upgraded, right?
Exactly right. So vehicle combat is a massive addition. Players now will be able to shoot their guns while driving. They will be able to use mounted weapons like and rockets. And on top of that, they also will be able to take remotely control over vehicles to, for example, crush them or into like some group of enemies.
Wow.
And, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah,
One more thing is that car chases are gonna be a new, renewed experience with the revamped police system.
Okay. Well, it seems like you're upgrading, you said, across the board with a bunch of different things. And thank you so much for coming out to tell us about it. Like the trailer showed, I know you have something else to announce, though, that wasn't in the trailer, right?
Exactly right. So I'm really happy to announce
Esattamente
that
giusto,
a
ha detto.
lot of what we've just seen in the trailer will also be coming to Cyberpunk base game for free for current-gen consoles and PC.
Okay.
Ah,
2.0
cazzo, è un
update.
aggiornamento poi.
Exactly.
Le abilità
All right, well, I cannot wait,
delle
to check it
funzionalità
out,
che sono
next
state inserite in
month.
Phantom
Thank you so
Liberty,
much,
molte
Julia, for
cose
joining us here
saranno
at
messe
Gamescom.
gratuitamente in tutto il gioco.
All right, tonight we've also got an update on the science fantasy strategy game Stormgate and a first look at one of the factions, the Infernal Hosts.
Stormgate is a spiritual successor to classic real-time strategy games like Warcraft 3 and StarCraft 2.
21:32.
Stormgate will feature highly asymmetric armies fighting for control of Earth's future. Today we have an early look at our second faction, the Infernal Host. Infernals live and die by the code of victory at any cost. They have a powerful advantage, Shroud, fields of dark magic that strengthen their armies. The lowliest Infernal units are the worker imps. You might think they're cute, but don't get too close.
Istituto Nazionale di Provvidenza Sociale. Quelli ti fanno la domanda di disoccupazione, vedi perché ci mettono tanto, ogni tanto ti bloccano i pagamenti. È colpa di quei cosi lì.
On the music front, the Chainsmokers are advising us on our soundtrack. We're working with composers like Frank Klepacki of Command & Conquer. We'll share more later this year,
c'entrano i
including some of the
Chainsmokers
friends
con
we
sta
brought in
cosa
to lend
qui?
their voices to our co-op campaign.
All must serve.
Gamescom always strives to help our environment and all of you
Ci
can
sono
help make
stati
a
dei
change
bei
with a donation
giochi,
to
non
the
saprei farti
Gamescom
proprio un
Force.
recap, però di
Now to
veramente
present
gigante.
Gamescom Green
No.
Studio of the Year, please join me in welcoming Lisa Pack from Playing for the Planet. Lisa?
Every time I come to Gamescom, I am amazed by the scale of this event and impressed with how each year the team
Sembra un
continues to make
ologramma a
steps to
tema
make it more
Forspoken questa
sustainable.
donna. Perché?
This is being done through the Gamescom Goes Green initiative, as well as by partnering with us at Playing for the Planet. Through Playing for the Planet, the United Nations has been working with the games industry to inspire millions of players around the world to learn more about the environment and to take actions that benefit
Grazie
the
Emilia.
planet.
Grazie mille.
Whether you are a gamer, a
Nel
head of a
video di ieri
AAA
sera, non
studio
so se
or an
l'hai
indie
recuperato, ho fatto vedere
developer, all of
qualcosina
us can
girando la
and
web.
should play a part. What matters most is that you start somewhere and collaborate, because time is of the essence.
Poi mi girano i
And if we
coglioni,
don't
devo
start
essere
now,
onesto.
then when? For those
Allora,
of you who play games,
mi
many
dispiace
of you
parlare
are
sopra la
already
tipa
raising the bar by
dell'ambiente.
asking game makers to step up and
Però-
act on values that are important to you. Keep on asking, whether it's for more green
Ad oggi
content
credo
or
che
greater
sia
energy efficiency, because
una
your voice
questione
counts.
Etica e
For this year's Green Studio of the
particolarmente
Year Award,
riconosciuta quella
we have been
della
looking
cura
for
per
bold,
l'ambiente.
system-changing,
Bello
innovative,
comunque che diano
and
spazio
creative
a
ways
questa
to tackle
cosa.
the climate crisis,
Ma se hanno
and
tolto
all
Kojima per
nominees this
questo,
year have done an amazing job. The way we win on climate change is to stop emissions from happening in the first place, and that is exactly what this year's award winner is actively trying to do. The nominees for the Green Studio of the Year,
lo studio più
based on
verde
companies that have submitted
in base
applications,
alle
are
emissioni.
Frontier, Ubisoft, and Xbox. And this year's winner is Xbox. And here to accept the award is Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox.
Verde, cioè quello lì, Phil Spencer, in Chad, signore e signori.
I'm accepting this award on behalf of an incredibly talented team at Xbox that has worked very hard to put tools in the hands of developers to allow them to see the impact of their code on the energy draw of the consoles.
A me piace troppo sto uomo.
We do this so that we can all play while we continue to make the world a more sustainable place. Thank you very much. Thanks, everyone.
Guarda come va via fiero.
Congratulations to Phil and Xbox. Great to have that award in the show. I'm now here with Judd Cobbler, the founder and CEO of 11th Hour Games. Judd, this is a big moment for you guys. ARPGs have had an incredible year, but you're an independent studio that has been building this game for a number of years, and we're excited to tell your story. So tell us a bit about The Last Epoch.
Absolutely. So Geoff, thanks so much for having me. First off, before Last Epoch, I was not in the games industry. I was just a die-hard action RPG player that dreamt of creating a community-made action RPG. And with the help of our community and Kickstarter, we've been able to make that happen. And so in Last Epoch, every single skill in the game has its own transformative skill tree. We have 119 skills in the game so far. We're adding more every single patch. We also have an awesome deterministic skill system, deep and interesting loot, and multiple in-game systems for endless playability. And Geoff, tonight we're excited to announce our newest class, the Rune Master. The Rune Master has a unique mechanic where he's able to invoke any of 40 different abilities with a single button press, making it super exciting and fun to experiment and find your perfect play style. And the Rune Master is going to be joining us September 7th and will be available to play here all week at Gamescom.
Amazing. Well, this is such a great story of this game. I encourage you to check it out. And right now, we've got a first look at the Rune Master. Thanks, Judd. Appreciate it.
Bello, raga, il momento che aspettavo da tutta la sera.
5 years ago, Last Epoch was a community dream. What if we, the players, could band together to make the next great ARPG? What would that game look like? Lots of character classes to choose from. Every single skill would have its own build-defining skill tree. Reaching in-game would be just the beginning, and it would be updated for years so we could play forever.
Last Epoch makes crafting and finding items super rewarding.
Again, it's genius. I think this is the most innovation we've seen in a trade system in an ARPG in at least a decade.
A really cool game. Speaking of cool games, please welcome the winner of Best Mobile Game last year at the Game Awards, Ben Brode from Marvel Snap. Hello, Ben.
Oh, it's
Ancora sto pazzo.
I know we won Mobile Game of the Year.
You did, yeah.
But we just finished rebuilding the entire game to run natively on PC. Okay. It looks insane. And I'm here to tell you that, like, literally just like 5 minutes ago, we launched the game on Steam.
Okay, it's on Steam, rebuilt.
Now.
Yes, that's fantastic. Now, I know anyone actually watching the show on Twitch, if you watch more than 30 minutes of ONL tonight, there's a special Twitch drop, a Spider-Man variant for Marvel Snap. And right now, we've got an exclusive cinematic to show you from Snap. Check it out. Thanks, Ben.
Io rivado su X. Niente raga, Kojima 20 minuti fa ha postato una foto in cui sta bevendo un mojito. Maledetti mojito del cazzo.
Ready to get out there?
Allora, il tipo che è salito sul palco ha detto Bill Clinton vuole giocare a GTA 6. Adesso hanno pure i meme interni. Snoop Dogg c'era a giocarsi, mi sembra, la demo di non mi ricordo quale Battlefield. No dai, Kojima stasera non c'è, raga. Peccato. Veramente peccato. Porco due. Mi ero del culo da morire. Has awakened. Vi giuro, dai trailer di sta cosa qui non si capisce un cazzo, sembra che stai pattinando.
Priority subject for termination. High on the list.
You ready to climb the wall?
Comunque regà, cioè Kojima che fa capire che non c'è passaggio un mojito. Mamma mia che rabbia. Proprio un mojito. Neanche un white Russian.
Let's see how far they can fly on borrowed wings.
Forse a settembre con l'evento dei nuovi iPhone. Sì, da Apple arriva lì e fa Hello everyone, I'm back. Sebastian Bach. Ciao Robè. Oh, hanno annunciato Little Nightmares 3, aspettavo.
Cut deep enough.
No, non è stato male per niente, Robè, anzi. Che è sta roba? Graficamente è valid.
But I survived.
Ormai resta, Robè, che tra poco fanno vedere un Wake. Un quarto d'ora dovrebbe finire. Dai, speriamo domani allora, Roberto.
It doesn't matter who tries to stop me. I'll cut my own path through. I'll fight until I stand in the land of salvation. Warhaven.
Oh mio Dio, non si può sentire che leggano il titolo del gioco.
That was Warhaven, and the Melee multiplayer PvP game will hit Steam Early Access on September 21st. Next, I am so excited to welcome to Gamescom the creator of Mortal Kombat,
Alan Wake
who's come all the way to Gamescom to unleash even more news on MK1, which ships in just a month. Please join me in welcoming to O&L, Ed Boon!
Madonna, che testa gigante.
Hello, Ed.
Hey, Jeff.
Fancy seeing you here. Well, we had a lot of fun with you at Summer Game Fest revealing the first gameplay of MK, and I gotta say, every trailer you drop just gets crazier and crazier. So what did you bring to Gamescom?
We brought another, probably our craziest trailer of all. You know, since we introduced the gameplay at Summer Game Fest, we couldn't believe the reaction people having to the game, and they've actually gotten their hands on the game, which has become even more exciting. I can't believe the crazy stuff people have come up with, combining the main characters and the cameo characters.
Kojima non c'è, si sta bevendo un mojito.
This trailer we have here should give you an even better idea of just how insane things get with this game.
There are some reveals in it. I gotta say, this is such a great asset. You guys are gonna enjoy it. Here it is, Mortal Kombat 1, the brand new trailer.
L'hanno messo come personaggio. Lui, Neil Druckmann.
Can be both alien and intoxicating to Earthrealmers. While our realms are at peace, there are outworlders who would prefer us
Abbassa
to
il
be at
volume del video
war.
che si sente poco.
General Shao.
Victor of the Tavarian War, conqueror of the Quatan Plains. All of Outworld is grateful for his service.
Così mi sentite meglio? Considerate che sono anche un po' più vicino al microfono, me lo avvicino. Cioè vedi, è proprio un altro livello rispetto a Tekken, sia in termini tecnici che proprio per quanto riguarda la cura che c'è nella presentazione del materiale. Ma dovevi insistere, sì. Bestia, da lì.
Gather once again to honor my late husband's legacy, to continue the tournament that he founded with Lord Liu Kang.
Empress Sindel.
Let us meet your champion.
Earthrealm's champion is Raiden, Your Majesty.
Is it me? Or is Earthrealm's champion scrawnier than usual?
He has earned his place by embodying the very best qualities of Earthrealm's people.
I am ready, Your Majesty. Whom shall I face?
Che grafica. Cioè, guarda qui che roba. Questo è spettacolare.
Destroy your champion, Liu Kang. He will taste no victory.
Porca puttana. Gesù!
Who's your queen?
Sì, credo anche che i filmati siano a 30. Fantastico comunque questo trailer. Restano giusto un 10 minuti che secondo me...
Looks insane. All right, time for a tonal shift. Era History Untold is making its first event appearance this week at Gamescom. This turn-based grand strategy game is about building and leading a nation throughout alternative history. Here is a first look at the gameplay.
Dio boia, ma puoi mettere in chiusura un gestionale? Che cazzo è? Per protesta guardo la bottiglia. Scherzo.
Let's go back to the beginning.
Mortal Kombat ispira un sacco anche a me, raga.
The world untouched. No thrones ascended. No history yet written. Just people waiting to be led somewhere extraordinary by you.
Harakiri. Gestionale di Kojima.
Will you be inspire. Or will you conquer?
Ciao Simo. Ti consiglio di recuperarlo perché comunque non è stato male. Ora vedrai che in chiusura abbiamo cosa? Abbiamo Alan Wake. È già climatizzata la casa, no. Non ho ancora preso i condizionatori. Ho dato priorità ad altre spese perché comunque l'utilizzo dei condizionatori cioè più per
Blizzard
poco.
has had a long history
Quindi
here at Gamescom, and in its latest game, Diablo 4, it arrived in June and will be supported for years to come with seasonal content. Their first season of The Malignant is now underway, but in a bit of a surprise, we're now about to share with you the first news on the next season coming this fall.
Sì, ho speso tutto per le sedie rosa in velluto.
That no one would miss. Dead, discarded, their throats
Io mi sto incazzando.
The church ignored the killings.
Considera che io in casa ho 31 gradi e 6. Lo vedo dal condizionatore qua. Sì, il condizionatore. Termostato. No, Alan Wake c'è per forza, l'hanno confermato. In chiusura. Però sai cosa c'è? Che lavorando tutto il giorno sotto il sole a 40 gradi, quando arrivo a casa comunque per me è fresco. Cioè è assurda sta cosa qui. Considera oggi c'erano 36 gradi all'ombra al lavoro. È roba più di poco comunque perché nel corso della settimana dovrebbe iniziare a scendere aumentando l'umidità e nel weekend dovrebbe troncarsi, dovrebbe piovere.
A survivor with all of their strengths and none of our weaknesses.
Sì, veramente. Cioè sono completamente nero, guarda qua.
And they'll never see you coming. Track them. Hunt them.
Sei sporco.
Kill them. In the realm of darkness, we are the beacon of light. Let our stakes pierce through the hearts of the damned. For tonight, we hunt.
Bellissimo. Non vedevo l'ora.
Gamescom, please welcome actress and producer Gemma Chan, who is voicing the role of vampire hunter Eris in the Season of the Blood, and the general manager of the Diablo franchise at Blizzard, Rod Ferguson. Welcome to Gamescom.
Hi, everyone.
Gemma, this is so exciting to have you here.
Sabo.
Welcome to Video
Allora
Game World. I know this is your
sentiamo.
first video game, right?
Un saluto.
Thank you for having me. It is my first video game.
Complimenti.
I have always appreciated the power of storytelling in all its different forms, and in some ways, video games are very much like interactive cinema now. So I was so excited to play this character, and yeah, thank you for inviting me into the world of Sanctuary.
You did an excellent job. I can't wait for people to hear you.
Yeah, this is exciting. You know, season 2, which will be coming, as you said, in October. What can you tell us about the character that you're playing, Eris?
So Eris is a seasoned vampire hunter. She is going to be your badass warrior companion as you fight your way through the perils of Sanctuary. She's complex. She's seen quite a bit of horror in her lifetime, so initially she comes across as a little bit cold and jaded, but in a fight, she will definitely have your back.
Good to know. Rod, tell us a bit about what we can expect from this new Diablo season in October.
Well, Geoff, you know, Diablo is creating that ultimate power fantasy.
O qualcosa di tipo 10 secondi di
We have over 12 million players and 1.3 billion hours played so far. And I just want to take a second to say thank you. We're so appreciative of their enthusiasm and all the player feedback.
Allora vi dico come deve andare affinché questo evento sia perfetto. Adesso fanno vedere Alan Wake,
Season of
poi
Blood, you get to join Eris
dicono
as a
one more
vampire hunter, but
thing
not
e c'è
just any
Kojima.
normal vampire hunter. You're going to get cool
Ma non
vampiric
sarà
powers
così.
and become kind of a daywalker, a vampire that hunts vampires and ultimately tracks down and faces off with the big bad vampire lord. Now, that's season 2 and that's October, so we still have lots of time to jump into season 1, the season of Malignant. So, you know, seasons are a great time to start with Diablo because we all begin at the same place. So come join us in Diablo.
Amazing. All right, well, thank you both for making the trek here to Gamescom in Germany, and we can't wait to meet more Eris and hear more in October. Fantastic, gentlemen. Rod, thank you so much.
Alan.
All right, and now it's time for another world premiere. This one is a European-made game about hope, love, friendship, and robots.
Raga, dura palesemente più di 2 ore.
In a world divided by disinformation, where danger lurks around every turn.
Cioè, sapendo che siamo arrivati alla fine, vedere queste cose mi fa arrabbiare malissimo.
On a fateful road trip to discover their true.
Ah, no way.
Please tell me you're done. Oh, we're just getting started, dude.
What is this music?
I believe the kids call it K-pop music.
Just K-pop.
Turn it down.
Leave my music alone. Shut the hell up.
Words have power. They can give you strength. Ready for this?
Stand still.
Words can bring people together and tear them apart.
Dovrebbe finire alle 10, ma dura palesemente di più.
But if words hold so much power, he has no respect for you.
She's right.
The question is, what do you have to say?
I think we can all agree that my trailer voice was better than yours.
Io devo fare la lavastoviglie, porco due. Sto qui a vedere sta cosa. Allora raga, è partito benissimo. Ma queste ultime cose che stanno facendo vedere sono veramente difficili da digerire, Ne rifaccio un giro su X. Nessuno ci ha fatto caso, ma quando stava parlando Troy Baker hanno messo il tag Roger Clark. E lui ha scritto: nessuno se l'aspettava che io fossi così bravo a recitare.
I'm here with Sam Lake, who's going to take us to a very dark place with Alan Wake 2. Sam, welcome to Gamescom. This game is coming out in October, and we've had so much fun. We announced this a few years ago at the Game Awards and at Summer Game Fest. We met Saga Anderson and heard a little bit of her side of the story, but everyone's been asking me, and I'm certainly expect you, what about Alan's story? What can you tell us about what it's like to play as him? Tonight, I think it's finally time to answer that question.
Thank you for having us here, Geoff. Yes, finally, it's time to show our title character, Alan Wake, and his struggle to escape the nightmare dimension of the dark place, where he's been for the last 13 years, ever since the first Alan Wake game.
It's a long time. We've been waiting a long time to play another one. We're going to see some footage here, and I know you're actually using live action as well in it, right? And it's going to be kind of really blended together in a cool way.
Yeah, the dark place is a dream reality, and it keeps drawing from Alan's mind, his thoughts, his fears, his writing.
C'è anche l'utilizzo del live action all'interno della dimensione.
And for years he has written crime fiction set in New York City. So now the dark place takes the shape of a nightmare in New York City. And we have used different mediums in our experience, in our games for storytelling, live action for sure. This time around, we've integrated live action seamlessly into the experience to show the dreamlike nature of the dark place.
This game, I cannot wait. We don't have to wait too long.
È proprio simultaneo il salto al live action. Che cazzo avranno fatto?
Sam, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Here we go.
In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we're all ripped to pieces along the way.
No! Welcome! We have a great show for you here tonight. Alan Wake, one of my all-time favorite writers, and guests on the show. He's here to talk about his latest book. Initiation tells the story of a fictional writer named Alan Wake, who is trapped in a nightmare, desperately trying to find the manuscript of a novel he has forgotten he has written.
Did you write these pages, Mr. Wake?
I'm trying to remember it.
You're the killer, the cult leader.
No! You've got the wrong man! It's my fault! He got out!
Has a double. Where is he now?
I don't want to be in the story, just write me out of the story!
Sì, ok, però aspetta. Solo questo? Perché fantastico, bellissimo, epico. Solo questo?
That looks absolutely amazing, and that's going to do it for Opening Night Live. We have so many amazing games coming this fall. I want to thank all of you for being here tonight, watching online. Jasmine, thank you for co-hosting. And I got to say, we got a lot of great games coming up in the next few months, so I hope you enjoy the rest of Gamescom and get ready for what's going to be quite a debate about Game of the Year. And speaking of the Game of the Year, I'm happy to announce tonight that the Game Awards will be returning live this December, and we've got a date for you. Thursday, December 7th, the show will be streaming live everywhere. It is our 10th show, which I can't believe we've been doing for 10 years. We'll be live at the Peacock Theater in LA on Thursday, December 7th, and I hope to see you then. It's going to be a very, very special show. Thanks again for watching Gamescom Opening Night Live. We'll see you again next year. Good night, everybody.
Mi sono anche morte le AirPods nel frattempo. No. No. Assolutamente no. Non sono per niente felice di questa chiusura, che è stata veramente una merda. Sarò onesto. Sta chiusura è uno schifo, cioè davvero è inconcepibile che sì, ha aspettato una sera solo per scrivere questo. No, davvero. Allora, l'evento a me è piaciuto, perché comunque complessivamente abbiamo visto tanti bei giochi, quello che volete. Però, cioè, personalmente parlando, il titolo che più aspettavo era Alan Wake, quello che hanno fatto vedere. Sì, mi è piaciuto, ma è semplicemente ridicolo. Perché non si è visto un cazzo, raga. Non si è visto veramente nulla. Davvero, davvero molto deludente per quanto mi riguarda. Aspettate che cerco di sistemare come al solito l'esposizione. Ok. È stata davvero una delusione, perché la primissima parte dell'evento, la prima metà, è stata veramente bella. Un susseguirsi di titoli importanti, ritmo calzante, non troppe chiacchiere, e forse se avessero alternato alcuni dei titoli che hanno sbattuto tutti nella parte finale ad alcuni titoli che abbiamo visto nella prima metà, sarebbe stato un evento più sullo stesso livello, e credo che l'avremmo percepito in maniera diversa. La seconda metà secondo me è stata un po' pesante, peccava di originalità, e soprattutto la chiusura è completamente sbagliata. Cioè, arrivati a questo punto penso che sarebbe stato addirittura meglio invertire Alan Wake con Mortal Kombat, perché la presentazione di Mortal Kombat, nonostante fosse un qualcosa di estremamente già visto, era molto più incisiva, molto più ben realizzata. Davvero, davvero un peccato. Evento di merda. No, non lo definirei assolutamente un evento di merda. È sicuramente deludente per certi aspetti, però per me è stato comunque un evento buono e sicuramente si salva. È un peccato per Alan Wake, è un peccato per Kojima. Peccato e basta. Cioè, sinceramente, l'unica cosa su cui mi sento di espormi in maniera fortemente negativa è la posizione dei vari videogiochi all'interno dell'evento, perché è chiaro che abbiano sbagliato qualcosa. La prima metà è stata esageratamente carica in positivo, la seconda assolutamente no. Sì, 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 no, poi infatti appunto Geoff ha tenuto le aspettative basse. Però questa cosa di Kojima a me non torna, cioè, ascoltate, ha montato un trailer, ok? Se ha montato un trailer realisticamente nel giro di poco, secondo me qualcosa dobbiamo vedere. Qualche mese, forse a Tokyo Game Show, non penso che abbia montato un trailer che vedremo poi a novembre. A che pro fare il teasing adesso? È troppo presto. Non ha senso. Non ha assolutamente senso. Sì, allora ho messo la maglia come tra virgolette portafortuna, ma in realtà non avevo un'altra maglia da mettermi per la serata a tema gaming che non fosse God of War Ragnarok. Sinceramente quella di God of War non la metto. Non è proprio la serata. Ma no, non dico che è un peccato per Kojima perché appunto ci dovesse essere, ok, però c'erano tutti i presupposti affinché potesse esserci. Poi col Mojito ha proprio distrutto ogni aspettativa. Vabbè, Alan Wake 2 sarà giocabile in fiera, quindi aspettiamo. Aspetto un cazzo. Cioè, se dovevi farmi vedere qualcosa, dovevi farmelo vedere all'interno dell'evento. Perché devo aspettare i gameplay pubblicati da altre persone? Io devo giudicare l'evento. Cioè, che il gioco mi piacerà lo so già, perché tutto quello che è stato mostrato finora mi piace e sono 13 anni che aspetto un sequel. Però Tokyo Game Show dicono che da parte di PlayStation non aspettarsi chissà cosa. No, io sinceramente a Tokyo Game Show non mi aspetto un cazzo da Kojima. Forse il prossimo PlayStation Showcase, se veramente fanno sto benedetto PlayStation Showcase a settembre, io sinceramente non ci credo. Non saprei proprio, raga. Non saprei. Little Nightmares 3 è bello, sì, veramente bello. A ogni evento vi aspettate Kojima, dai. Ma no, sinceramente no. Cioè, tipo al PlayStation Showcase mi ricordo, non me l'aspettavo particolarmente, infatti non ho detto A. Qua secondo me è stato un po' infelice con il tempismo nel mostrare appunto che stesse lavorando ad un trailer. Però alla fin fine abbiamo lavorato noi di fantasia. Già oggi, quando appunto ha fatto capire che era in Serbia, ho detto ok, vedrete che Kojima stasera non c'è. Sì, hanno annunciato Little Nightmares 3 stasera. Non saprei neanche dirvi un best of the show, raga, sinceramente, perché così su due piedi non mi viene proprio in mente nulla. Alan Wake non... Cioè, ecco, il best of the show è Bill Clinton wants to play GTA 6. Vabbè. Raga, io sono contento di aver fatto sta live. Con questa diretta riparte ufficialmente la produzione di contenuti per il canale. Crimson Desert molto bello, veramente molto bello. E credo in settimana di registrare un video, non so ancora su cosa, che pubblicherò entro il weekend, vi tengo aggiornati perché è una settimana veramente, veramente piena. E adesso stacco perché devo fare i lavori, ormai sono vecchio, e andarmene a letto che domani alle 5:30 mi rialzo. Quindi bel evento, bella live, grazie della compagnia Claudio, grazie a voi per essere stati qua, grazie Davide. Ci vediamo alla prossima, ci sentiamo su Telegram o su WhatsApp nel caso tuo Davide. E buonanotte a tutti, un saluto.